Hello, fourth graders. Today is lesson 27, and our objective is to represent and solve division problems with up to 3-digit dividends numerically and with number discs, requiring decomposition of a remainder in the hundredths place. Okay, might sound like a lot, but we got this. So we're just expanding, making our dividend a little larger, and we are going to show with place value, disc, and algorithms today. Okay, we're going to jump into our application problem, and this is a little review. So Emma takes 57 stickers from her collection and divides them equally between 4 of her friends. How many stickers will each friend receive? Emma puts the remaining stickers back in her collection. How many stickers will Emma return to her collection? Okay, so we've got 4 friends, and Emma is giving away her stickers between these 4 friends evenly. If she starts with 57 stickers, we know that we are going to divide 57 by 4 friends. Okay? And we're going to see if she has any stickers left over that she's going to keep. Okay, so she'll keep whatever is remaining. Alright, so let's go ahead and try this out. So 4 goes into 5 one time. 4 times 1 is 4. When we subtract, we're left with 110. We bring down our 7 to rename, and I have 4 going into 17. 4 goes into 17 4 times, and 4 times 4 gets me 16. When I subtract, I'm left with a remainder of 1. Okay, so there's a 2-digit dividend divided by a 1-digit divisor. Okay, we're going to expand on that today. Alright, so if I check my work here, I'm going to check with multiplication. 14 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 more is 56. But I need to remember to add the remainder, so I have 57. And that does check. Alright, so we have each friend gets 14 stickers, and Emma keeps 1 sticker. Okay, so there's our statement. And I should also write my answer just as quotient and remainder. Get back in the habit of showing that. Remainder of 1. Alright, 2-digit divided by a 1-digit. So let's look at a 3-digit divided by a 1-digit. Okay, the same steps apply. Okay, so nothing's going to be crazy new here. It's just that we're going to be doing it a few more times because we have more place values to divide. Alright, so if I go ahead and make my, whoopsies, if I make my place value chart, hundreds, tens, and ones, I have 4 hundreds, 2 tens, and 3 ones, and we are dividing by 3. I'm also going to show you the algorithm side by side here so that you're seeing that a few times. Okay? Place value charts are great, especially when they get you the right answer, but an algorithm is definitely more efficient. Okay, so we need 3 groups. I'm going to draw 3 lines. It is kind of messy, but it'll do. So I've got my 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there's my hundreds. Notice that we have a leftover 100 that gets renamed as a 10, as 10 tens, excuse me. Okay, so now I have 10 tens plus 2 tens, so I have 12 tens, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3. And one last set, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that should make sense because 3 times 4 gets me 12. All right, my last step here is to do my 1s. So I've got 3 of them, so only 1 goes in each group. All right, so seems like we've got our quotient as 141 with a remainder of 0. Okay, let's see if we can do that with the algorithm. 3 goes into 4 one time. 3 times 1 is 3. When I subtract, I've got 100 left over, and that's what happened in my place value chart. I bring down my 2 in the tens place, and now I have 3 going into 12 tens, and that went in 4 times. 3 times 4 gets me 12, so I'm left with 0 tens. Now I rename, I have 3 1s. 3 goes into 3 one time, and that gets me 3, so I am left with a remainder of 0. Okay? Check your work. We have 141 times 3, so 12, rename, 3 plus 1 is 4, 423 checks. Okay, let's check out this one. Now we have 3 going into 783. Again, let's show our place value chart. I have 7 hundreds. 8 tens. And 3 1s. Alright, and I'm dividing those into 3 groups. Alrighty here, so I have 1, 2, 3. Put them down in the groups. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I have 1 left over. It gets renamed. Now I have 10 plus 8, which is 18. Alright, so I notice that I have 3 sets of 5, so I'm going to go ahead and record those sets of 5s down first. So there's 1 for each group. And then I have 1, 2, 3, and one last group of 3. Alright, and now my 1s look like they divide evenly, but they only go in one time. Alright, 3 goes into 7, it went in twice. 3 times 2 got me to 6. I have 100 left over. I bring down my tens, now I have 18 tens. 3 goes into 18 6 times, and 3 times 6 is 18. I'm left with 0. I bring down my 3 1s. 3 goes into 3 one time with an answer of 3 and gives me a remainder of nothing. Again, always good to check our work. So 263 times 3 should go in evenly and get us 783. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 6 is 18. And 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 more gets us 783, and that checks. Okay, so hopefully you're getting the hang of this. This last one you might want to try on your own, and then check in with me. So if you try this one out, have your place value chart, an algorithm, and a check. Okay, that's what I'm expecting on your problem set as well. Okay, if you feel like you still need me, you can follow along with this one and then work on your problem set on your own. Alright, 500s, 4 10s, 6 1s. Being divided into 3 groups. Okay. 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I can't do any more. These get renamed, so be careful. There's 20 of them. Nice and neat. Alright. I do notice that I can do groups of 5 here because I have at least 3 groups of 5, so I'm going to just kind of shortcut myself. So there's 2 groups of 5, and there's 3 groups of 5. Alright, now I can 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Alright, so that went in evenly. I've got 24 divided by 3 is 8. Alright, and my last step here are my 1s, so there's 3. 1, 2, 3 goes in uneven 2 times. So my quotient is 182, and my remainder is 0. Alright, let's see what that looks like in our algorithm. So 3 goes into 5 1 time. 3 times 1 is 3. When I subtract, I'm left with 200s. I bring down the 4. Now I'm looking at 3 going into 24 tens. 3 goes into 24 tens 8 times. 3 times 8 gets me 24. It went in evenly, so I'm left with a remainder there of 0. Then I bring down my 6. 3 went into 6 twice. 3 times 2 is 6, so my remainder is 0. I check 182 times 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 8 is 24. And 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 more gets me 546, and that checks. Alright guys, hopefully you're feeling pretty good about this. It's just expanding on what we already know, and you guys have been really good about your algorithms so far. So I hope you rock your problem set. Alright, bye-bye.